Hello, it is Sunday. It's a new weekly reading vlog. I'm going to try and make this update pretty quick because I am not feeling great. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know I had my vaccine yesterday, like on Saturday, and it's sort of kicking my butt. I got no side effects other than a sore arm with the first jab, and whilst I do have a really sore arm with this one, which isn't helped by the fact I have a gnat bite on my arm, which is just great. It's also just sort of like kicking my butt with side effects. You know when you've got a cold and your throat feels all closed up, like my glands have come up, and you're hot to the touch but you shiver? That's what I've been like this evening. I wasn't too bad earlier, but since like just after dinner, it hit me and I've just been really cold all night, but not cold, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to give you some updates on books. So during my sprints, like mine and Liv's sprints today, Chloe joined us and I did manage to catch up on my Baddie Read pages of Ship of Magic, and then me and Kelly decided tomorrow's pages were going to be the last, was the end of the book, and it worked out to only 37 pages. So we just finished it tonight, and I'm happy to report I didn't hate this book. This was a 4-star. I gave a Hob book more than 2-star. I'm happy. I mean, I know I've only read one Hob book before this point, so you know, but it's making me want to go back and read the other 2 books in the Farseer trilogy, in the hopes that I can sort of like power through them, because I do think the later trilogies are going to be a lot better where the characters grown up, and I really like the characters in this, mostly, not Kyle and Malta. But yeah, 4-star, really happy with that, and I have reserved the second book from my library, so yeah. And then during Chloe's sprints, which I just want to say, hopefully she would have hit it by the time this video goes up, but Chloe is so close to 2,000 subscribers, and of course she's going to be linked in my description box below, so if you're not subscribed to her, go check out her channel and subscribe because she is awesome. But during her sprints, like her solo sprints that she does on a Sunday, I did read my Baddie Read pages for Lyriel, so we're over halfway through now, really enjoying it, and I am intrigued to see where it's going because I don't really know right now. Is there a helicopter at this time of night? I don't know if you can hear that. That is ridiculous. It is like, I don't even know what time it is. It is 10 PM. Go away. But yeah, I am enjoying this, but I'm not really sure where it's going. And I don't know how the 2 main characters are going to connect, because this is told from Lyriel's point of view, and also Samuth, which is, I don't want to say who he is because it's a spoiler for the first book, but he is a character that links to the first book. So yeah, not sure where it's going, but I'm enjoying my read, so that's the main thing. And then I'm holding up my Kindle, but I'm going to put a picture of the book here. I finished If This Gets Out by Sophie Gonzalez and Cal Dietrich. And not only did it get 5-star, but it's officially my favourite book of 2021. I put everything through Corpal, and I was going through it, and each thing I was like 10, 10, 10. It got all 10s. I literally cannot find a fault with this book. It's perfect. It was one of my most anticipated books of 2021 until it got pushed to 2022, but it did not disappoint. Like, I'm so happy. It's so good. So if you don't know, this is about 2 boys that are in a boy band, and their management basically doesn't like the fact that they are dating and they have to keep it a secret. One of them is already like openly gay, but not openly gay because God forbid their management let them come out, and the other one's just figuring out that he's not straight. and yeah, and it's just so good. And I just can't. It was amazing. Like, I can't remember what video it was, but I said in one of my videos, oh, I don't see anything overtaking A Court of Silver Flames as my favourite book of the year. A Court of Silver Flames didn't get 10s all round. It got mostly 10s and either 1 or 2 9s. This got all 10s. So literally nothing can beat this now. Something can come first place with it, but nothing can beat it. And that makes me happy, because I am so glad. But If This Gets Out was my Sebastian prompt, which was a book with music, because obviously it's about a boy band, and throughout it they are like creating music videos and performing on stage and everything, so it definitely involves music, which I'm really glad I picked this. But my plans for tomorrow, because my TBR is looking pretty good now, these 3 I can't read until next Saturday, or this Saturday coming, because it's for Polarthon, which is the 36-hour readathon hosted by Jade. But I only have 2 more books on my Raw Readathon TBR, which is amazing, which I'm starting a buddy read with Lisa tomorrow for one of them. And then the other one is a contemporary, which the first book I got through so quickly. So hopefully I'm the same with this. And then all I need to do is finish Lyriel, which we've got 4 days of pages left of this. And I also need to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue for Eurovisionathon Book Club. But that's a reread, so I can stick the audiobook on. Oh, sorry, I'm really achy, and sitting like this is hurting. So I'm going to wrap this up in a sec. And I'm hoping this means that I can power through this TBR, because I want to try and fit Defy the Night in. Because not only did I get granted the e-arc on NetGalley, but I won a physical arc during Yale Got Home, and it's one of my most anticipated books of the year, and it comes out in September, so I want to read it before release. But I could not get it on my September TBR. I managed to get 1 or 2 arcs or something on there, but that one did not make the cut, unfortunately. It didn't fit any of the prompts. So instead, I'm going to try and squeeze it in once I've completed this month's TBR. I also, during my sprints today, put my TBR in, so after I used the board, I just stuck it in. But yeah, I've set up my pages for September in my journal, and I'm very, very happy. But I'm gonna wrap up talking about this now, and I'm gonna, if I'm feeling okay tomorrow, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna try and have a lay-in tomorrow as much as I can before work, and we'll see. Hello, it is Monday, and I have stayed in my pyjamas all day because I have not felt well. Side effects really kicked my butt, to the point I woke up this morning and I was achy and had a headache and was really sluggish and tired and cold, even though it wasn't cold, and just didn't have any energy. So I called in sick to work, which I hate doing and rarely do it, but there was no way I was going to be able to sit at my desk for the whole day. As it is, I was sat on the sofa, I was curled up on the sofa for a few hours and was getting uncomfortable, so I had to come up to bed. But I was productive, so I started my buddy read for Fire with Fire. I'm buddy reading this with Lisa, and I've read the first 53 pages and I'm really intrigued by this. And what I like most is because this is like sibling rivalry kind of thing, like the sisters get on, but there is a rivalry, and usually it's that the younger sister is sort of like pushed out and not as important, and all the focus is on the oldest. But this is the opposite. Everyone's like, it's like the younger sister can do no wrong, but she doesn't seem to realise that, and the older sister is jealous. And it's refreshing to see it from the other side. but I'm enjoying it, and I'm excited to see, because it's about like the sisters, their family are dragon slayers, and a dragon has just been mentioned, so I'm very excited for tomorrow's pages. And then I played a little bit of Pokemon, and then I started Take a Hint Danny Brown, and I've powered through the first 70 pages in no time at all. These are such easy reads, and I'm so happy that I'm already enjoying it. And I love how the first book was sort of like, not enemies, but like, it was kind of enemies to lovers with the first book, but this is friends to lovers, and I'm excited to see from this side. But I already like Danny. I don't know if I like her as much as I liked Chloe, but we'll see. But I'm really enjoying it so far, and I just love how blunt the author is with some things. It's absolutely amazing. And there's not, I just love, I'm really enjoying that I'm getting into adult contemporary romance, because I feel like I've had a void, because I don't really read YA contemporary romance anymore. So it's refreshing to start reading adult contemporary romance, because I had that like little gap in my reading where it was just fantasy romance. But yes, I'm enjoying this. I kind of want to finish this tonight, and you know, it's only 5 o'clock, so I could, because it's less than 400 pages and I'm already nearly 100 pages in, and Steph is doing Patreon sprints tonight, so yeah, maybe. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say right now, so I'm just going to catch up with you later. But one other thing, these are my last 2 books for my Raw Readathon TBR. I'm so happy. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you later or tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling later. So it's a lot later, and I finished Take a Hint Danny Brown, and I really loved this. Like, I want to just say now, it got a 4-star and I really loved it, but something about the ending is rubbing me up the wrong way, and it might be because I've just got out of a relationship myself, but the ending feels a little bit forced. Like, this is a contemporary romance, you know there's gonna be a happy ending, but for me the ending felt forced, and it made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. But I genuinely think that's a me thing, that's not the book. And I'm just really confused right now about why I'm feeling like this. And this is like a massive ramble, because it's just gone midnight and I'm tired and I'm feeling emotional for some weird reason. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something that's making me feel weird about the ending of this. I don't know. But this was for my Hey Hey prompt, which was to read a book with comedy, and it works for that. It made me laugh a lot, for most of it anyway, up until that end bit, which made me feel a bit but honestly, I did really enjoy this book, and I don't want this to deter people away from reading it, because it was a really good book. I just think it's definitely a me thing, because I've not seen anyone else have the same opinion about the ending. I do genuinely think it's me not being in the right place to read it. So I'm thinking I might not read the 3rd book yet, just in case, because I don't want my enjoyment of that to be diminished by my current state of mind, which sounds really odd. But yeah, I finished this on a very exciting note. Back in February, I had like 270 subscribers, and I was like, my goal for the end of the year is 300. I hit 600 subscribers and like my brain is just going into overdrive because this is like so surreal that this is happening. And like I appreciate everyone that watches my videos and likes my videos and comments on my videos. Like the thing is, 600 is like nothing compared to a lot of the booktubers I watch, but 600 is like 600 people watch my rambles about books and my like uncontrollable obsession with buying Funko Pops. But yeah, but this is a really interesting vlog so far. We're only on the second day and I've finished 2 books and have started my final book of my TBR, which was Fire with Fire. I'm really happy with that. Hello, it's Tuesday. Feeling much better today. I woke up in a like much better place, physically anyway. We're not going to talk about mentally with my whole like meltdown last night that I had. But we woke up to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Now, I don't usually talk about these sort of things in detail, but I want to break down the trailer a bit. So this is going to be a bit of a tangent from the weekly reading vlog because I need to talk theories, because I want this to be recorded so that once the film comes out, I can know what I was right about and what I was wrong about. So if you haven't seen the trailer, where have you been? But I'm going to talk about the trailer. Obviously, these are not spoilers for the film because they are in the officially released trailer. So I really wish I knew what happened in the film. Unfortunately, I've got to wait like 4 months, which I'm not happy. 4.5 months actually. No, 3.5 months. So this is probably not actually going to be an order of what happens in the actual trailer, but like, so it opens up with obviously Peter and MJ on a rooftop talking about the fact he's been exposed as Spider-Man, and it's a really cute moment. And this is what hurts the most, because what's going to happen is she's going to forget what they are. She's probably still going to remember Peter as in her schoolmate Peter, but not what they are, which it's setting us up for that heartbreak with that little cute scene at the beginning of the trailer. Then, you know, he's in a police station talking to some police officers, and my theory, which I really hope is right, I hope I'm right about all these theories, but my theory is that they're going to reintroduce Daredevil. Because if you watched the Netflix TV show Daredevil, Charlie Cox played Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, and I have this feeling that they're going to introduce him this way into the MCU, and I really hope they do, because I think he would be amazing and I loved him as Daredevil. So I think he's going to come in as Peter's lawyer, and you know, if you can hear a noise in the background, that is a bath being run. It's very noisy, so we're going to ignore it and move on. So yeah, I think that's going to happen. Then obviously we have the whole Strange messes up the spell, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's completely Strange's fault. Like, Strange should not have done that spell. He was literally told, don't do that spell, and he still decided to do it. But Peter jumping in that circle and starting to just talk and panic and talk and panic messed up the spell, and that's obviously messed up the multiverse. And this is where I get really excited, because all those little clips of all those things happening, the yellow lightning is Electro. In that scene you can see yellow lightning and sand. That's Sandman and Electro. You can't convince me otherwise. Then there's a scene, you see Lizard in the background. We're going 3 out of 6 so far for the Sinister Six. 3 out of 6. Then, first off, we see Happy surrounded, and I'm like, I swear to God, if they hurt Happy, I ain't gonna be happy. I love Happy Hogan. He's so cute. And if they hurt him, I don't think I'm gonna forgive him, because it's bad enough they've hurt other characters that I love, which... Anyway. Then, that green ball, that laugh in the background, that is not only Green Goblin. We're up to 4 now of the Sinister Six. That's not only Green Goblin, but that laugh is William Dafoe's laugh. William Dafoe is the only person I'll ever accept playing Green Goblin. He was just amazing. And then obviously the big one, Doc Ock with his Hello Peter, so that's 5 of the Sinister Six. I don't actually know who the 6th one's gonna be. My theory is that it's gonna be Vulture, which obviously if you've seen Spider-Man Homecoming, then you are gonna know Vulture was the villain in that, and Vulture is in prison, which obviously means he can come back at any point. So I think it's either gonna be Vulture or they're gonna introduce Rhino. My mind is reeling. My mind feels like it's gonna explode with all of this. This trailer, this like 2-minute something trailer has blown my mind. But I think the 6th person of the Sinister Six, they're either going to use Vulture or they're going to bring in Rhino. But when Doc Ock says, hello Peter, I do not think he's talking to our Peter, as in Tom Holland Peter. I think that's when other Spider-Man's going to come in, because we know there's been hints about this happening, and with this whole multiverse and the old villains played by the old original actors is just fueling this even more. We're going to get Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland in this film. Multiverse, hello, variants, we've got this. So, there's all that. But my other main theory, although also I find it absolutely hilarious how half the fandom was like, oh, the multiverse happening is going to be all down to Wanda from what happens in WandaVision, and then the other half of the fandom, which I was a part of, was like, haha, Sylvie really messed that up in the finale of Loki. It was Doctor Strange. And the thing is, all day my brain has been, if you've watched WandaVision, you'll know that it's Agatha all along. Yeah, my brain's been going, it was Strange all along. That's all my brain's been doing all day. But then my final thing, which is my biggest theory, which is the one that is most likely going to be wrong, but I really hope it's not. They have been trying to find a way to bring Venom into the MCU. This is the perfect opportunity. I think this is how they're going to introduce Venom, aka Tom Hardy's Venom, into the MCU. And I have this feeling, because Venom 2 is due for release on the 15th of October this year, I have a feeling that the end credits scene of Venom, or at some point near the end of Venom 2, is where we're going to get, although I think end credit scene is the most likely option for this, it's going to basically open it up. It's going to be a tiny little hint to say, oh look, MCU, you're coming in. And I really hope so, because that would just be so cool. And oh, I'm not ready. I don't know if you can tell, but this has been how I've been. I watched that trailer for the first time. I've lost count how many times I've watched it today, but the first time I watched it was about 13 hours ago, and this is all my brain has done for 13 hours is just explode with theories and just thinking about everything that happened in that trailer. I genuinely have never been this excited for a Marvel movie or any movie. Like, I was so excited for Endgame. Like, no one can understand how excited I was for well, people can understand. There was people more excited for me than me for Endgame. But, like, if you don't know me, you don't know how excited I was for Endgame. I'm more excited for this. Like, before Endgame, I was like really excited, and I was like, oh, how are they gonna get everyone back, blah blah blah. But I've never theorized about a film this much, and I'm just so excited because I do not like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. I was not a fan of them. I watched them all when I was a kid, like when they first come out, so I was a teenager, I think. I don't know. What is time? But anyway, I watched them when they first come out, and I didn't really like them. But there wasn't many superhero films back then, and I hated DC at the time. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of DC, but I'll tolerate some of them. But the only good thing, in my opinion, I want to put that very clear, in my opinion, the only good thing about the Tobey Maguire trilogy was the villains. So the fact that the villains are coming in to the new MCU with my favourite Peter Parker is just mwah, amazing. And then I really actually enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man. I love Andrew Garfield. I think he's a brilliant actor, and I think he did play a good Spider-Man. He's just not Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like, Tom Holland is just my perfect Spider-Man. He just plays the role so well. Anyway, having said that, I don't want to wait until the 17th of December. Obviously, I have to. I genuinely think the only thing that's going to get me through this wait is knowing that, obviously, we're only 2 episodes into What If, and that the 3rd episode comes out tomorrow. So we have What If, and then in September we've got Shang-Chi, which I am so excited. Me and Liv are going to see it together when she comes here in the middle of September. And then in October, you've got Venom 2, which I think I'm going to have to go to the cinema on my own to see, which I have never gone to the cinema on my own before, but I need to see it. I need to catch up for the last year and a half of not going to the cinema. So I'm just gonna take a big step, and I'm gonna go on my own. And then in November we've got the Eternals, which I'm so excited for. You don't understand. It's not as excited as Spider-Man, but I'm really excited for the Eternals. And I did not manage to get the comic collection on my September TBR, so I'm going to try and squeeze it in August, because I'm doing pretty well with my TBR. And then in December we'll have Spider-Man. So I've just got to get through. I've just got to get through. Gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. But yeah, I'm really hyper today because of it. Also, I did just eat some sweets, so I'm really hyper. But I'm gonna stop talking about the MCU now. I'm sorry if that bored you, but I needed to get it all out. I mean, I've been rambling to many people about it today. You're just another lot of people. I'm going to enjoy watching this back when I edit it though, because I get to ramble to myself. Anyway, I want to show you some awesome mail I got today, which is Disney related. So this was completely bought with my money. This is not I mean, if Colourpop ever want to sponsor me or something, then feel free. But I just wanted to show the thing I got. This was a reckless purchase, but I actually don't care. It's makeup. It's Disney makeup. But the box is gorgeous. And this is the inside of the box. So this is the Princess of Gold collection. And I haven't actually opened this yet because I wanted to open it on camera. So it's still all sealed. Oh my god, that is absolutely stunning. Oh my god. So this is an eyeshadow collection, and it's obviously the princesses. So each one obviously is a different colour, but each one has a symbol on to specify which princess it's for. So we have the Snow White one. We have the Moana one. We have the Beauty and the Beast. We have the Aurora, the Mulan, the Merida. Then this is the Pocahontas, the Cinderella, the Ariel, Nope, that's Tiana, not Cinderella, sorry. And then Jasmine, Rapunzel, and you can't see this one, but this is the Cinderella one. I'm so excited. This is beautiful. This was a good decision because I really like, I mean, the point of me getting these was so that, like, if I, for example, when I go to Disney, I don't need to take loads of different eyeshadow palettes because I like doing my makeup when I'm in Disney. But I mean, let's be real, I'm taking this whole lot when I go to Paris and Florida because it's got all the different colours. And why can I not open this? Come on, you got this. You got this. There we go. Okay. They're just little pots of eyeshadow and they're in this really gorgeous box. You can see the reflection of the ring light, but I don't know if you can see all the different like little designs on the front, but I am obsessed. I don't know what my favourite colour is. I feel like this is me. I'm basic. My favourite colour is the Ariel one. You can't see it properly. The light's not showing it properly, but it's a gorgeous green. But yeah, I wanted to show you this. This was so if you can actually buy each of the pots individually and they're like $7, but this was on offer for like $62, and if you spend over, I think it's over $60, you get free shipping to the UK. So it only made sense. I was originally only gonna get, I think it was the Ariel, Rapunzel and Mulan, but that then I would have had to pay for shipping. So I was like, I mean, I will wear all of these colours. So if you see me start doing loads of eyeshadow looks, you know why. But I am obsessed with the box. The box is just absolutely stunning. I love it. Anyway, I should give you reading updates, but I'm going to be completely honest, I don't have any for you yet. I did start my buddy read pages for this, but I need to read my buddy read pages for both of these, so I'm going to go do that and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, it's a lot later. Somehow I managed to actually concentrate on reading, but I then finished reading about half an hour ago and fell down a TikTok hole of watching some of my favourite TikTokers talk about No Way Home theories, and they all seem to match my theories, so might be on something. Anyway, books. We're not going to go off on a tangent again. I read my buddy read pages for L'Oreal. I'm starting to see links between the different stories, and we now have Mogget in this, which if you've read the first book in this series, you'll know who Mogget is. I love Mogget. So I've read my pages for that. We've not got much left, so looking forward to seeing how this one ends. I don't see how this is going to end on anything but a cliffhanger for the third book, but we'll see. We'll see. And then I read my buddy read pages for Fire with Fire, and both me and Lisa are really enjoying this, and I really liked today's pages. And obviously if you've read the blurb for this, you'll know that these are two dragon slayers, like their parents are dragon slayers, they come from a family of dragon slayers, and Danny, the younger one, who's the one that doesn't really want to be a slayer, or she just doesn't really care much for the family business, it turns out she's soul bonded to a dragon, which I'm here for. So looking forward to seeing how that plays out, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how her sister's going to react when her sister finds out, because it's obvious Eden's going to find out. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's pages. I really wanted to carry on reading this, but I can't because I'm buddy reading it and I'm being good. So yeah, it is very late now and I'm tired, so I'm gonna try to get some sleep. And yeah, I have this I'm sorry I'm talking about it again, but I have this urge to re-watch the original Spider-Man films, which I don't know why, because I don't like them, but I really want to rewatch them. And then the Amazing Spider-Man ones, which I do like. And I really want to rewatch all of Daredevil because I really enjoyed that. Plus, I haven't seen Jessica Jones Series 2 or the Punisher Series 2. Was there a Series 2 of Luke Cage? I'm not sure, but if there is, I haven't seen that. And I didn't watch The Defenders. So I'm a bit behind on those. So I think maybe I'm going to catch up on them after rewatching both series of Daredevil. Because I really liked that one. I love Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock. Yes. But yeah, so I'll catch up with you most likely tomorrow. Hello, it is Wednesday and this is going to be a super quick update because it's really late and I am super tired today. But I have read my pages for Lyriel. Still like not 100% sure how this book's gonna end if it isn't a cliffhanger, because it's leading up to a cliffhanger for book 3, but we'll see. Still enjoying it. So there's that. And then it's downstairs, but I read my buddy read pages for Fire with Fire, and without saying too much because I don't want to spoil, one of the sisters made a really bad decision in today's pages and it was just like, no, don't do that. But I'm hoping that she realizes her mistake soon and tries to fix her mistake. But yeah, that's it book wise. I got my first Funko from the Loki TV series and it's the Ravonna with Miss Minutes, which I'm actually really confused about because this wasn't supposed to come out till October. So I've pre-ordered like all of them, apart from the Alligator Loki, which I can't find anywhere for a good price. But yeah, this one wasn't supposed to come out till October and it came today. So yeah, this came. I do need to rearrange my Funkos soon, but it's having the energy to take them all down just to rearrange them. I haven't got the energy. I also decided today, whilst working, that I was going to start watching Daredevil from series 1 again. Which, not just Daredevil, I'm going to watch like Jessica Jones, Iron Fist and Luke Cage and Defenders and Punisher as well, all in order, because I didn't actually watch all of it, so I did not know there was a series 3 of Daredevil. So I'm going to start from the beginning and rewatch all the old ones and then watch the ones that I haven't watched before. So that's my plan, but that's my update for today. I am super tired, so I will catch up with you tomorrow. Hello, it is Thursday and I've just come off of mine and Liv's sprints. I'm so tired to the point I was almost falling asleep during the last sprint, but I have updates. So I read my buddy read pages for this and stuff happened I wasn't expecting today. Me and Lisa were messaging about this because damn, a lot happened. But we're over halfway through now. We've only got 4 more days left of the buddy read, so excited to continue this tomorrow. And then me and Fran read our buddy read pages for Lyriel. We only have 1 day left on this, but 2 characters have just met and I'm loving the just like sarcasm and distrust. It's brilliant. I love it. And we have decided we're going to buddy read the 3rd book in October. We would do it in September, but my September TBR is big enough. So plus it's about necromancy, which is perfect for October. So there's that. And then I finished those in the first couple of sprints, which meant I got to start my reread of Addie LaRue. So I am reading this along with the audiobook. And I read the first 75 pages. I love this book so much. I'm so happy to be rereading it. But yeah, that's all my updates I have for you today. Very quick one. You're probably not going to get many updates tomorrow because my plan, because Polarthon starts at midnight tomorrow, my plan is that I am going to finish work and then literally go straight to bed. So any reading I do will be on my lunch break. I doubt I'll get anything read before I start work because I have to start work earlier tomorrow and do a bit of overtime, because I will not be doing overtime in the evening because I'm going to be going to bed, so that I can try and do as much of the 36 hours as possible. But very excited for Saturday because me and Lisa are going to be doing some sprints on her channel, and then obviously on Sunday I'll be doing sprints on my channel, and it'll be the final reading sprints for Royal Readathon. However, I am going to be continuing my sprints in September. Still not 100% sure on what day, but we'll see. Hello, it's Friday. I've just finished work and I am about to get in my PJs and sleep, hopefully, until like 11:30, midnight-ish. Because at midnight Polarthon starts and I'm really excited. But I was like looking at my work screen through tears today because I thought it would be a great idea to listen to the audiobook for Addie LaRue, and I finished it. Literally, the timing was impeccable. I finished it 5 minutes before I finished work. Like, the timing was impeccable. So that's literally been my day today while I've been working. It's just listening to this. It got 5 stars again. Are we shocked? No. This book is just absolutely beautiful and I love it to pieces. And the audiobook was also beautiful. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say because it's going to make me cry again. But I will catch up with you at midnight when hopefully I've managed to get a couple of hours sleep. Hello. It is almost Saturday. It's 23:45 on Friday night. I've just woken up, as you can probably tell from this and here. But I thought I'd quickly just go through my Polarthon TBR. I'm very confident about this TBR. So first up, I'm going to be reading Melt for a book with climate change, I think it is. My brain is like completely forgot all the prompts. And then I'll be reading Rainbow Grey for a book with weather. And now I'll be reading the second Ice Planet Barbarians book for a book with ice. I think it's called Barbarian Alien. I'm very excited for this one especially, but I'm saving that one for last. I am going to start with Melt because my mum also wants to read this, so I'm going to get it out of the way quickly so that she can then borrow this. So yeah, I'm going to go make myself some food because I am hungry because I went to bed before dinner. So that's my plan, and I'll catch up with you in a bit for a little bit of an update. So it is 2:49 AM and I have just finished Melt. This ended up being a 4-star. I really enjoyed this. I really liked seeing from the two different perspectives. So obviously we have B, who, you know, moves around a lot, but, you know, is pretty, like, much a lifestyle that we're used to. And then you have U2, who basically lives in the Arctic and has a lifestyle that is very much not like what I'm used to. You know, they hunt for like seals and things, and they're used to the cold. They've like adapted to living in the Arctic, and it was just really interesting seeing things from both points of view. And then there was like the mystery element with Bee's dad, and I thought it was just really interesting how the two met and become friends and helped each other. And then you find out about B's dad, and it was just a really good read. I can't really say anything else without spoiling. I'm also trying to be quiet because everyone else is asleep except me. I wish I was asleep. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, so I'm really glad I read this. I am going to catch up on my buddy read of Fire with Fire before I start Rainbow Grey, and yeah, I will catch up with you in a bit, but for now I need to have a bit of a stretch and wake myself up. I'm also in a different position. I never sit on the armchair. This is like my dad's seat, but I thought I would also, you can see all of our old SNES games in the background. It's making me want to play PUBG. Anyway, I'm gonna catch up with you in a bit. So it's 5:43. I had like half hour of TikTok time to like cleanse before I started my buddy read pages of this. We were supposed to finish this tomorrow. I just finished it. This was so good. This was a 5-star. It only just got a 5-star, but it was a 5-star. It was so good. I finished reading my catch-up pages and then decided to read the pages that we were supposed to read today, and I got to the end of those pages and I was like, I can't end it here, so I just carried on reading. I did give Lisa a warning that I was just going to finish it because I couldn't stop, and I apologised in advance. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I loved Nox. Nox is the dragon. Nox is this dragon that's on the artwork. I love Nox. There was a character that I was like a bit on edge with for a bit, and I don't want to tell you what my end feelings on that character is, because if you read it you might figure it out and it would spoil, like my feelings on the character by the end would spoil it. So I'm not going to say what my feelings about the character by the end of it was, but I was on edge for this character for a long time. But I'm just so happy with how the book ended, and the resolution of everything I thought was really well done, and the characters were so good, and oh, it was just so good. Thank you, Fairy Loot, for bringing this book into my life. But this was also my last book for Royal Readathon, so I have officially completed my Royal Readathon TBR, because this was my Mushu prompt to read a book with a dragon, and I'm really happy. But now I'm going to give myself like 10 minutes to recover, and then I'm going to start Rainbow Grey, and I'm really excited because yes, like the illustrations in this are amazing. I cannot wait to read this, so I'll catch up with you a bit later. But I'm doing well. I think I'm doing well. It's not even 6 AM and I have finished 2 books. Granted, I was halfway through this one, but I've still read like 450 pages altogether, so I'm doing pretty well. I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, I will catch up with you later. So I've been really bad at vlogging today. I'm pretty sure the last update I gave you was when I'd finished Melt. Since finishing Melt, I finished Fire with Fire. I'm pretty sure I did give you thoughts on this, I think. And then I read Rainbow Grey. This was for Polarthon. This was my book featuring weather. This has weather weavers or weatherlings, and it was just such a fun read. The puns in this were amazing. So there's a character mentioned called Dr. Humidity. I was giggling at that one for a lot longer than I meant to. This has the best insults. Thunderbum faces. Probably going to end up calling someone a thunderbum face and they're going to be utterly confused. But the insults in this were like top notch. I really enjoyed this. This came out as a 4-star. Really enjoyed it. Made me laugh a lot. It was really cute. Nim, the cloud cat, stole the show. Wasn't even the main character, but stole the show. And yeah, I loved Ray Gray and her friends. And it was just a fun time. So really happy I read that. And then I completed my Polarthon TBR by reading Barbarian Alien by Ruby Dixon, which is the second book in the Ice Planet Barbarians. This got a 4-star, as did the first book when I read it. However, I didn't enjoy this one as much as I did the first one. I did prefer the story with the first one, and Liz sort of grated on me a little bit in this one, but I think it's because I feel like I would be really like defensive and like, don't touch me if I was in that position. Like Liz at the beginning of this book is how I would be if I was like somehow weirdly thrown into that situation. Don't know if it'd be me by the end of it, but at least at the beginning where she was like, don't touch me, get off me, what do you mean I don't get a decision, like that would be me. So even though Liz annoyed me, I feel like it was because she reminded me of me at the beginning. But then by the end of it I was like, you are clever, I love you. But yeah, I did enjoy this one. And yeah, I loved how Liz dealt with the situation. And I mean, let's be real, I wasn't reading it for the plot. Like, we don't read the Ice Planet Barbarians books for the plots. However, there is a Christmas one, and I'm really looking forward to getting to the Christmas one, which is book 5. That one's book 5, so I'll be reading that. I'm going to make sure I read books 3 and 4 before December, because I want to read book 5 in December. But I am enjoying them. Like, I know not everyone's enjoying them, but I'm actually enjoying them. So that I read. I did kind of want to finish Lyriel today because Fran finished it today. I have exactly 50 pages left. I might try. But I don't know if I'll let you know in this vlog if I did or not. But yeah, I might try, but at the same time I'm so tired. It is 10 o'clock in the evening. I have been awake for almost 24 hours, not including that 40-minute nap this morning. And I'm just tired. I also feel like I've like forced myself to not have a food coma because we got Chinese for dinner and I had an obscene amount of Chinese. And there's never leftover Chinese in this house, but there was so much that I have breakfast for tomorrow. Just really bad. But successful. I'm happy with my day. So it's these plus Barbarian Alien. I know I didn't read the entirety of this, but I read half of it, so I'm taking that as a win. And overall this week, like, I have done amazingly. Like, even if I finish this tomorrow, I've still read the majority of this week, plus these 3, plus Barbarian Alien, plus Addie LaRue and Take a Hint Danny Brown. I've done amazing this week. I'm really happy with this. And this is, once I have read the last 50 pages of this, that is officially my August TBR complete, which means for the last 3 days, I can free read. And you know what? I'm not even going to pretend. I'm going to try and read Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I won the arc over Yauk and I need to read it before September because I want to read it before release. And I know I'm not going to be able to fit it in September because my September TBR, if you've seen it, is huge. So I need to read it. But anyway, I am going to wrap this vlog up now. If I do manage to read this tonight, editing Becca, here's your cue. Future Becca here, just to say it's 22:46 and I finished L'Oreal. This was a 4-star. I enjoyed it more than I did Sabriel. I really liked the characters, and I'm intrigued how it's ended. I'm looking forward to reading the 3rd book in October. But yeah, I don't really know what else I can say about it without spoiling it, because it's the 2nd book in a series. But yeah, I'm super tired, so I'm gonna let past Becca wrap this up. But yeah, really happy with my progress this week. It's been amazing and I felt really good about it. But I'm gonna wrap up this vlog now because I'm super tired. I think I'm just gonna get into bed, play a bit of either Animal Crossing or Pokemon. But I'm really excited because Cherry is finally going to be on my island, because for my birthday, Liv got me the, is it an Amiibo card? The little cards with the characters where you can guarantee you get that character come to your island. And I finally got Cherry. I finally used the Cherry card she got me for my birthday. And I'm just really excited. So, that being said, I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.